Welcome to the Rockingham 400 at Rockingham Speedway. We're going to give you a quick rundown of the starting lineup. In row 1, it's Mark Martin and Kevin Harvick. In row 2, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart. In row 3, it's Ryan Newman and Dale Jarrett. Row 4 is Rusty Wallace and Jeff Burton. Row 5 is Jeff Gordon and Bill Elliott. Row 6 is Bobby Labonte and Dale Earnhardt. Row 7 is Jeremy Mayfield and Casey Atwood. Row 8 is Sterling Marlin and Robert Presley. And row 9 is Ricky Rudd. We will return for the green flag at Rockingham. Welcome back for the green flag at Rockingham, which is going to be taken now, and the Rockingham 400 is underway. Diving down into turn 1, Mark Martin takes off with the lead. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ryan Newman in tow. As usual, it's a small field, but one that is packed with talented drivers, especially the rookie Ryan Newman, who has astounded people by staying not only in the top 5 in the points, but also being in the top 5 in nearly every race we've run this year. Newman, as we speak, is going underneath Dale Earnhardt Jr. and now goes after the leader, Mark Martin. Could the rookie get his first win here today? Into turn 3, Martin manages to hold him off and will lead the second lap, as Junior will take back the top second spot on the inside. And here comes Rusty Wallace, who has already won 3 races this year and has nearly won another. He only managed to get past at Michigan in the last couple of laps by Sterling Marlin, who won the race there. Marlin this week is not doing so well, and looks like Mark Martin is going to be the dominant one at this race, which is what we've seen at pretty much every race that we have been to this year, except for the Daytona 500. Is the driver that gains the lead early is usually the one that holds it for the entire race. Sadly, this is a shortcoming of short races like this and can't be avoided, but we do the best we can to bring you the most entertaining racing experience that we possibly can. As Mark Martin will lead the 5th of 13 laps. Now this year there's only been 3 different winners. Those winners being 4 different winners. Those winners being Dale Earnhardt at Daytona, Rusty Wallace at Atlanta, Bristol, and Martinsville, Jeff Gordon at Darlington, and Sterling Marlin at Michigan. Speaking of which, Wallace now has managed to get into second place and is chasing down Martin. It's a battle of Fords, and I think Wallace is going to be able to pass him. Will Wallace get his 4th victory this year on his way to a championship? Here he goes for the lead, and he's going to take it, going to the inside. And Earnhardt, the man who has been battling Wallace the most in the points this year, also looks to take second place away from Martin. And he may do it here, but Wallace is the leader for now. 8 laps complete. All we've been hearing about all year has been Wallace just dominating the points, dominating each race that he's been in. He led the most laps last week at Michigan. He's led the most laps in all 3 wins that he's had. In fact, in all 3 of the wins that he's had, he's won. He's led every lap in all of those races, making it to where he's led the most laps all season. And this has made him probably the most dominant driver this year. Earnhardt's going to try to chase him down, though. And Earnhardt is known to be good at Rockingham. We'll see if this reputation holds up here. These two have had their battles out through the years. You may remember back in 1993 when Wallace finished runner-up to Earnhardt in the points. And back in 1989 when Earnhardt finished runner-up to Wallace in the points. And Earnhardt's going to take the lead here. Going into turn 3, side by side. Earnhardt with a clean pass for the lead. And he's going to take it with 2 laps to go. But this isn't going to narrow down Wallace's lead very much unless Labonte can get past Wallace as well. And help Earnhardt out a little bit there in closing the gap a little bit in the points battle. Here we come around, white flag. Earnhardt with the clear advantage now, as Labonte may try to make a move going into turn 3. He does not yet. Coming off the 4th turn, and Dale Earnhardt is going to win his 2nd race in 2015 by winning the Rockingham 400. At Rockingham, a good race, short race, but a good one right to the very end. Earnhardt came from behind Wallace, started behind Wallace at least 2 rows, I think. And came from behind to win. And that's going to do it for our broadcast here, folks. This has been the Rockingham 400, and we'll see you next week here in the 2015 NASCAR Racing 2003 season, custom season, with the 2001 car set. I'm Mr. Sir 1995, signing off.